Got the first live stream going, guys, and let's see if we can get anybody to come on in. If not, we're gonna keep it small, I guess. We'll see what we can do. Um, you know, just try and get some people here. Try. That's all you can really do. But if you do come in and you're here, thank you. So let's see what we can do. I don't have any much topics to talk about, so if you want to, anybody here, if there is anybody here, you want to start it off, you can. I don't. I had some ideas, but honestly, don't know. So, give me an idea, give me a topic you might want to talk about, and we can maybe get started on it. I know for me, I'm a fan of The Walking Dead, like it says here, Walking Dead, 100, and anything else pretty much anymore. As long as I'm a fan of it or whatever, I will give my thoughts and opinions on it. If I'm not, though, I'm probably not going to talk about it. But if you do have a topic you would like to discuss, please let me know in the comment section or, send in a message so we can have a good talk. I'm fairly new at this, I'm still new to YouTube as it is, so, you can probably tell that I'm trying this out for the first time, seeing what we get, and seeing if anything comes out any good. If we get anything good, I'll make it probably a live video, but if not, you know, all you can do is try. So, I'll be here waiting. If anybody comes in, we can chat. If not, it's not a big deal. But if anybody wants to come in, chat, do anything, let me know. Because I'm here, and if you want to talk, let me know what the topic is. I'm always interested in knowing what you guys want to talk about. TV show, comics, anything, pretty much entertainment-wise, I'll be talking. So just send me a message in, and we can talk about it. I'm, again, fairly new at this, so please don't judge me based on this. I'm trying this for the first time in a live stream. Again, if it goes good, we'll make it popular. If it's not, maybe we'll just try it every here now and then. But, if you want to try it out and hang out, definitely come on in. Leave me a message about something you want to talk about. Still here. You come on in, we can chat about anything pretty much. Anything you want to talk about. I'm pretty much into a lot of, Walking Dead stuff, so if you're interested in that stuff, let me know. We can maybe get something going there. If you have any ideas on every topic, you can let me know. Again, still fairly new at this idea of live stream, so, cut me some slack here if I'm doing something wrong or you don't like something I'm doing. But let me know if you have any video suggestions you want to see me do. Let me know. We can get something going maybe. I have been working on some videos these past few weeks. That's why we haven't got much recently. Got a lot of stuff to break down. But if you have anything you want to talk about, please let me know. Because I'm here. I'm ready to talk. And if you're going to talk, please let me know. I know I'm fairly new at this again, but still, let me know. Anything you want to know. We can chit-chat, we can talk, we can do whatever. Just keep it civil. That's all I ask if you come in. Just keep it civil. I don't want to have to, do anything rash or block anybody. So, please, just if you're here, keep it civil. Don't do anything crazy. But, I'm fairly new again, so if you are interested in anything, let me know and send me a message through. We can talk about it. We can, do whatever you want to do. If you want to talk about, I don't know, the new Zombieland movie, that's fine. Any movies, that's fine. We can talk about that. Oh, so we got a comment. So, what was the most shocking moment from the from the season 10 trailer? I would have to say some of the new character. I think they're played by Tora Birch. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I apologize. I butcher names all the time. But I think seeing Gamma, I had a feeling we might get a new Whisperer. But that was something. I think Michonne and Ezekiel was definitely shocking as well. I think a lot of the fan base could agree with me on that. Is seeing Ezekiel and Michonne together was big. I'm very interested to see what actually happens in the upcoming season, because from the reports I heard, is that they're filming the episodes out of order. Apparently, I don't know if that's 100% true. I try to stay away from spoilers, but I did hear that for the grapevine. So the from what I see in the trailer, we might not be getting everything, because remember the trailers usually contain probably the first 4 to 6 episodes, and but with them doing this thing now where they mix them up and aren't filming in order, half of what we see could be coming, in the first half. It could maybe be coming in the second half. So that's something I'm interested to see what goes on there. I think there were definitely good moments. I think Michonne holding Lucille was a definite shocking moment. So I gotta say that was another big shocking moment. Now the only thing I'm gonna say about that though is I'm curious to see how that plays out, because with the Michonne and Lucille moment, it could either be a very good moment, or it could come off as extremely, extremely bad and idiotic in my opinion. Like if they do it where it's like a dream sequence and it's her like having a nightmare or something, yeah, well I'm done then, because that is where I am no. But if they do something cool and interesting, then yeah, I think that could be something interesting as well. But I'm not gonna judge it until I see it play out. I never judge anything until I 100% see it play out. But for right now, I'm iffy on that one. I think it was a shocking moment, but again, kind of iffy on it. So thank you, HQ Reviews. I know I've checked out your channel. I've been meaning to subscribe. Actually, I just haven't yet. I checked it out and I meant to subscribe and got busy and did not. But I'll definitely come back and check out your channel, because I did see some interesting stuff there. Gotta support the smaller YouTube channels as well. I noticed you didn't have too many subscribers, so definitely want to come and check you out. I saw you had some good content. I think you had some 100 stuff as well. I'm interested in that show. If you want my honest take on that, I'm iffy on the 100 right now. I was gonna quit after season 5, but season 6 did draw me in. But now I'm having issues with what they're doing and some of the things that they're doing within season 6. We got 2 more episodes of the season, and I think they have something interesting going on. But to me, I don't know. There's certain things where I see glaring similarities to season 2, and it's a little bit too much similar to season 2 for my taste. I'll get into it more when I get my reviews out. If you're watching and you're a fan of the 100, definitely stay tuned, because I will have reviews for the 100 coming out. I just, summer is a very bad time for me. I always struggle with summer. I had that issue last year, so I kind of struggled with content last year. But I'm trying to get my 100 reviews out. I might try to get a bunch out this week. I'm not going to make any promises right now, but I'm going to try. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to do is sit here and try. Same thing with my Fear Season 5 reviews. They're coming. A lot of these things, though, are pre-recorded, so I might make predictions and stuff in there. Try to ignore me there, because I made some predictions that didn't come true. But, that's just how things go sometimes. I just aren't always able to film during the summer. I have a crazy different schedule during the summer as compared to like the fall and winter and spring. But I'm trying my best. For those of you who don't know, it's just me here. I have no one else helping me. I'm the one running the camera, running the or well, not running the camera because I don't show my face or anything, but I'm the one who does all the behind the scenes stuff. I get the pictures, I get all the, film it all by myself, edit it all by myself, and then I have to do like all the stuff with, coming up with thumbnails and coming up with all the tags and everything. So doing all those cards for anybody who is on YouTube, that stuff can be tedious and it takes its toll and is a hard thing to do. But I try my best. I really do. Because I know there are people out there who want to see this. We only got 111 subscribers as of right now. But, I still try to make the content coming out. Another thing I want to mention here is I'm going to try. I'm hoping to get it out early this week. I meant to get it out last week, but there was a lot more to do than I had expected. But I'm going to try to get out my Season 10 trailer breakdown videos. I think I got 4 of them. There was a lot to break down, and I can only upload videos up to 15 minutes with the stuff I use. So it ended up being 4 separate videos. So please stick around if you're interested in that. I know there's a lot of stuff, but I do go into a lot of stuff. Give some predictions on what could go on. However, after the news regarding, them filming out of order, there's a high possibility some of my stuff could kind of be off and wrong. So, there's that. But if you have any more questions, please let me know. I'm just rambling at this point, so any more questions, I'll take anything. So, just let me know. Have anything, free for all. Just keep it clean and appropriate. That's all I ask. No, and civil. Please, just civil, clean, and appropriate. That's all I ask for. That's all we can ask for. I mean, that's how I like to keep my channel. Civil, clean, and appropriate. Nothing, let's not attack each other. Let's keep it civil. But, again, any more questions? Let's chat and we can have some fun. But let me know if you have anything again, and I'll let you know. But, I'm still here, so definitely stay tuned. As long as there's someone watching, we'll be here. I'll be here, and, we can chit-chat back and forth. Just let me know a topic, and we can have some fun. Just again, anything you want to talk about, TV shows, any movies, as long as I've seen them, I'll talk about them, But, just, again, keep it civil, keep it clean, do all that stuff. I saw the new trailer for Zombieland. I'm excited for that. That's one of my favorite zombie movies, I gotta say. I haven't dipped too much into zombie movies. I watched Zombieland. I liked it. I gotta say, I can't wait for the new one in October, I think it is, right? I'm excited for that. Love Woody Harrelson, so definitely gotta support him. Definitely love him, so definitely gonna go out and support him. So, anything else you got, MCU related, I'll talk. I'm not big into the comics, but I can give my thoughts and opinions about Phase 4, the movies. The ones I've seen, at least I haven't seen every single one. I'm trying to get caught up. But, let me know. I'm still here. Any topic you want to know, anything, anything pretty much. It's a free-for-all. Ask questions about what you want. Ask questions about what you are interested in, Just do all that stuff. Any comics you want to talk about? I'm a comic fan, Mostly indie stuff, though. Again, I'm not into, like, the whole, DC or Marvel. I wanted to, but I don't know. They have some interesting stuff, but, they're not always my cup of tea, There are certain things that I like about comics. I'm more into Image stuff. Walking Dead is one that I was big into. They're the reason I kind of got into comics, But Aftershock is another big one that I like. Kind of getting into Scout Comics, some Boom Studio here and there, and I recently got into Dark Horse as well. A few titles here and there. Not much, but mainly just, the good old, Image Comics. They're the ones in Aftershock. They're the two big ones for me. Not much else. But again, any questions, anything you want to know, let me know and we can talk about it. Still here as long as you want to talk. I'll be here and we can chat about pretty much anything. But let me know what you want to chat about. I'm rambling right now, so let me know what you want to talk about and we can talk about it and, have a nice discussion about it. I always like to say I'm always up for a good debate. Just maybe not politics. Let's keep it TV show related. You know, wanted to try out this live stream. If people like this, we can do it more often maybe. Oh, we got HQ. All right, you got another question or something. Okay, so have you read Robert Kirkman's... Oh, Oblivion Song. Yes, I have read Oblivion Song. I gotta say, it's good. I'm, I think, 2 issues behind right now. Nacro Nation, hey guys. I don't know if it's Josh or Jarrell. Jarrell, hey Jarrell. Good to see ya. You know, I have read Oblivion Song. I'm 2 issues behind still. I got some time this week. I'm gonna try to read up on Oblivion Song. If you're my honest opinion, I'm gonna say I like it, but I think it's a bit overhyped. I think that it's a good book. There's nothing wrong. It's a good book. I think it's a great book, a great Robert Kirkman book. Definitely taking up the space where The Walking Dead left. But I do think that, in a way, it's a little overhyped. I do like it. The news about the movie definitely has me interested in where it's going and what Kirkman possibly has planned for the movie and how many issues it'll be. So, there's that. I just think it's a little bit too hyped. Again, I'm not one to just read a title and jump on the bandwagon. I have to read it first to give my ultimate opinions. But I do say it's definitely a good book. Definitely good. It's something interesting, and I'm excited to see what they do with it moving forward, especially with the movie coming out. But you know what? It's a good book. Definitely a good image book. Love Robert Kirkman. Those are the only 2 titles I've actually read of his. I started reading Outcast like probably a year ago. I found issue 1, I think it was, at my comic shop at the time. And, I liked Outcast, but I just never got back into it. I bought the trade, but never got back into it. Well, all right, so Nacro Nation, what do you got? Die, Die, Die? Yes, I like Die, Die, Die. Yes, I think Die, Die, Die is interesting. What was I going to say? I haven't read. I've read it a long. The first arc finished a while ago, so I forget a lot what's going on. When it does return, I'm probably gonna have to go back and read it all from the beginning. But it was good. It's a little different because it's, at least to me, it's not like 100% serious. But I do enjoy Die Die Die. Um, you know, it's it's different, but I do enjoy it. I will say this too. I'm a little bit not for like all that violence and stuff. So that one kind of, due to all the violence they have in it, that's something that kind of took me off guard a little bit. But I do enjoy it. It's just different and not 100% my taste. But yeah, I do enjoy it. Talking to Nacro Nation, actually, Jarrell, if you're there, have you checked out Zombieland yet? I know you and Josh did your trailer reaction. I think it was Friday. Did you check it out? Yes, Nacro Nation. That's exactly what I'm talking about. I'm a little bit look. You're kind of lucky that I watched The Walking Dead and talk about it because I'm not big into violence or gore and stuff like that. So you're kind of lucky I got there, and that for a reason it kind of shocking to me. Um, but so watching it tonight, very soon. Oh, very cool, Jarrell. But yeah, it's different, and the sexual stuff. Yeah, that's not really my material, really. the sexual material is different for me. It just kind of makes me a little bit uncomfortable. I get it, stuff that happens, but still just kind of makes my skin crawl sometimes when reading it because it just is a little bit too much for me. But you know what? I can sometimes power through it, and I can just kind of move on. But I like it. Just those few things just are different for me and something that I don't always gravitate towards. But we got a we got new comic book day as well this week, which I'm excited for. Outcast, yes. The Yeah, with the series ending soon, like Jarrell, you just mentioned, I think as of right now, I might wait and just wait for it to come to an end and then just read it in one fell swoop. Just due to the fact that it's ending, I might pick up the final issue that I had the final issue, but at this point, I think with it ending soon, I might just wait for it to end and just read it in all at one time. I definitely want to check it out. I meant to check out the TV show, but then it only got 2 seasons, and for me, when a TV show gets canceled after 2 seasons, I just don't have any interest at that point because it's like, yeah, they probably left it on a cliffhanger, and there's no more story to tell, or there won't be any more story coming. So is there a point? But again, definitely want to check out Outcast. Like I said, I got the first trade sitting in my bookshelf. Probably gonna pick it up one day, but definitely want to get back into that. But on the news of comics, I don't know if anybody out here has read it, but Image Comics Farmhand was just optioned by AMC and picked up for a new TV show by them. So that's something I'm excited about. Oh yeah, Cinemax. I think I have that. I'm not sure. I always go on to movies to try to look for something occasionally. There's never anything on. I should probably cancel all that, but I just don't. But yeah, like I agree with what you're saying, Nakra Nation. Yeah, same thing. But like I was going off about, Farmhand just got picked up, and it's a great, great Image book. I think the second arc just finished this past week. Actually, it was announced by Image that it got picked up by AMC, same people who do Walking Dead, for a TV series, which I'm excited about. If you haven't read Farmhand, definitely pick it up, especially if you're into like zombie stuff. Like, cause I'll give you a brief, like little synopsis of the book itself. Technically, it's about this guy Jedediah. He starts his own organ farm, so he's growing like his own organs to help with like organ donations and stuff like that. But shit goes wrong, and it's like about this very interesting stuff. I actually missed out on issue 7. My shop didn't get it. I actually was just there, I think, the other day, and they found it at another shop, and they're gonna pick it up. They ordered it for me, so I'm gonna be able to get the second arc finished soon. But definitely check out Farmhand. Love that book, but I'm excited for that, especially with it going to AMC. I could see that with how they got The Walking Dead. But I'm excited for that. That's one of my favorite books. And then it was announced a couple weeks ago that Brian K. Vaughan's Paper Girls, another great Image book, had been picked up and is being made into a TV show on Amazon Prime. I'm excited for that. The final issue of that book comes out Wednesday, which I'm sad about. It's going to be bittersweet. Great book. If you're a fan of like Stranger Things or Back to the Future, I highly recommend it. I actually got a video on my channel talking about Paper Girls, so definitely go check out that. And I think it's great. Brian K. Vaughan, it does have its slow moments, but it's good. It has some interesting parts to it, and I do like it. I get why some people don't like it. I know Ronnie Hayes over at Make a Path Presents dropped it quickly, but I still go with it. It was good. But to me, I always try to go with it at least the first 2 arcs. If it doesn't get good after the second or third arc, then I kind of drop it. But there's that. As I'm speaking of comics, actually, I want to ask Jarrell, Knockrow Nation. I know you guys like I think it's Nail Biters, right? That was an Image book. I never got into that train, but I was wondering, have you guys ever checked out Postal? Because that has a lot of, from what I've heard you talk about that, it's a really good, to me it sounds like Postal would have a lot of the same premises as what is it, Nail Biters. I was just curious if you guys ever checked out that title, because I actually I've read the first couple issues of that book, and it's actually pretty similar stuff. Oh, so yeah, you haven't. Okay. But yeah, I think you guys should, because it's definitely got some interesting premises. Well, I'll say this. The first, I think the original run, because the original run, I think, followed Mark and his mom as the mayor of the town, but I think they just started a second new run. I think it's called Postal Deliverance. And I think that follows more Mark's story itself. I think the first issue came out in July, and the second issue comes out sometime in August. I don't really know. I missed out on the first issue. My shop kind of sucks when it comes to indies. I always have to make sure I order them ahead of time, because they just do mainly Marvel, DC stuff, and they have like this small rack for Image and stuff like that. I always gotta make sure I got my favorite indies out on my pull list, because if I don't, I'm gonna miss out. Like, I always have to make sure Walking Dead was there. I always got to make sure Paper Girls, Animosity is there, because they kind of suck in that regards. They don't always have the things that I'm looking for, which sucks. But that you do what you got to do. And the main store that I liked ended up getting shut down, so now I got to go like another 10 whole minutes out of my way, which kind of sucks. You know what I mean? But what are you gonna do? I mean, I could do online, but you know what? I like going there and picking them up and having them in hand and buying them there. I get why people like going doing this stuff online, but to me, I like just coming in, doing, getting the books, seeing people. Certain people at my shop I don't really like, but there's a few guys there that I do like. But so I try to go on the days they're there, but it doesn't always happen that way. But that's how the way things go sometimes. But yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try and get my trailer breakdowns for season 10 trailer out this week. I was gonna have them out last week, but there was so much to break down that it took me a while to go through it all and put out the videos. Bear with me. There is gonna be 4 separate videos breaking down the trailer, so bear with me. Hopefully you guys stick with me and we'll watch all 4 of them, or at least maybe one of them. Hopefully. And I didn't just do all that work for nothing. you know. But, there's that. Then I was going to get out we got something, Nacro Nation. Knights Temporal, yes. I ordered that. I had that put on my pull list. Like, I think I told my shop to put that on the pull list literally like the day or two before I think final orders had to be in. So I'm praying and fingers crossed they actually have it there and I'm able to read it. What'd you write there? Maynard Black, yes. I meant to. I didn't even know that was a thing. I'm not really into Dark Horse. I think I read the Stranger Things stuff that they come out with. And what was the other one I picked up? What was it? I think it's Invisible Kingdom. I haven't even read that yet, but I've been picking up the issues at least. I don't. I'm not big into Dark Horse, but I'm definitely gonna check that out. Unearth coming. Oh, you guys are gonna get your review for Unearth up this week. I'm definitely interested in that one. I'm still very much behind. I'm so busy. For those of you who don't know, I don't get into my personal life here. That is similar to why I don't show my face on here. But I'm in school a lot during the fall and summer. So with that, I'm going into bigger internship in the fall. So there might be some scheduling stuff I gotta figure out when it comes to that stuff. But I'm trying. Again, it's just me here. Like I said this earlier, but I don't think anybody was really here. But it's just me who does this stuff. I get the pictures, record the videos when I have time. I got like a particular time in the day where I have actual good time to film, and there's no like screaming kids in the background or whatever, because I do live in that kind of neighborhood, and I always feel like I don't want to have you guys deal with that in the background, so I always try to film when that's not going on. But it's just me. I got certain times I gotta film. I gotta get the pictures myself. Then upload it, edit it myself, then do like the thumbnails and for those of you, like Knocko Nation, I'm sure you know all that stuff with like the stuff with creator studio app and stuff like that, all that tedious kind of stuff with the tags and all making up the thumbnails and stuff. It's time consuming, so it's just me here. I try my best, and for that reason a lot of times I don't always have time to read, and I'm a couple months behind on books right now, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm hoping to get caught up soon, but what are you going to do? There's only so many hours in a day. Yeah, daily life grind. You're right. You got to do what you can do. But yes, I do want to check out Unearth. Um, you guys are doing your trail breakdowns this week as well. I miss 2 parts, like Ronnie Hayes over at Make a Path Presents. Yeah, he did it in 2 parts. I had 4 parts. I have to I only have certain space. You got a stack of books to get caught up on too, Jarrell. One that you guys don't review. Star Wars. Star Wars comics. I'm going to be honest. I know this probably going to be crazy, but I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. I get why it's like this big phenomenon and people love it. It's just not my cup of tea. I mean, I like it. I'll sit through them and watch them. They're just not like, oh my god, I'm gonna run. But everybody has their different things. you know. But yeah, you gotta stack too. Yeah. I try, I have this, I gotta say this. I got a bit of OCD where like I gotta go week by week. It's not like I can pick up like my favorite books and read them. I got a bit of OCD where I have to go stack by stack for each week. And it's a little crazy, I know, but that's just me. That's similar to why I haven't got my fear reviews out yet. Like people were telling me, just film, the latest one and then go. I'm like, no, I can't do that. I gotta go start with episode 1, upload them in order, because if I don't, it's gonna just drive me crazy. But if you're interested in it, Fear the Walking Dead season 5A reviews will be coming as soon as possible. Hopefully, I can get them up by the time the second part airs. No promises, but hoping. I don't know. I'm doing the best I can, but Fear hopefully coming soon. You got 100 picks to go over on the trailer. Yeah, I think I had up to that. I think when I was doing my trailer breakdown videos, I had almost 100. I think I had like 90 something. I think it was like 96, 98. I don't remember the exact number. But somewhere around there, that was where it was. Yeah. Um, but, that's just the way things go. you know, there's a lot to break down though in that trailer. A lot of things to talk about. A lot of shocking moments. The thing, I don't know if you. Oh, you got another thing. HQ reviews. The Saga comic is coming out with a compendium soon. Oh, you're thinking about reading it. I have not read Saga, actually. I know that's like probably one of the biggest probably image book that everyone talks about next to The Walking Dead. But I honestly haven't read Saga. You know what? I thought about picking it up. I know back when my old shop was open, they had like the Dower issue, but I forgot to pick it up. But I might try to look for it if I can find out my new shop here that I go to. If I can get it for like $1, I'll pick it up. But I'm just hoping that they don't make it into a movie, and then you have to like pay an arm and a leg for issue 1, because you know how that can sometimes go. With issue 1s, once they make it into a movie. That's one thing I'm always happy about with something like with Oblivion Song. I'm glad I picked it up when I did, because now I don't have to pay an arm and a leg for issue number 1, because I would have wanted that. But I'm glad that didn't happen. Same thing with like Kill or Be Killed or Animosity. I have number 1s of those. I'm glad I picked them up when I did because I would be paying an arm and a leg for them since they are picked up for movie deals. But praying I can get a copy of Paper Girls. That's not on my pull list, and the final issue comes out Wednesday. I'm praying I can call my shop early, had them put at least a copy on hold for me, because I know if I miss out on that, with the movie news, I'm going to be paying an arm and a leg for that one, and that's going to annoy me. But if anything, I'll probably end up going to Midtown. I don't know if, like, I know, do either of you guys, do you use Midtown Comics if you miss out on an issue? I recently got into Midtown. They're actually located like an hour away from me. I wish I could go to them, but like they're located like an hour and a half away from where I actually live. So I can't go there. I wish I could. I don't know. I might do a trip down to the city one day and try to go, but I would love to hit up Midtown one day. I always want to. They, like I said, I live like an hour, 2 hours away from where they are, like where their actual shop is. So I'd love to go to Midtown. But yeah, as to your question, Saga, no, I didn't. I haven't read Saga, but definitely once I get like the stack of books I got, maybe if I finally get that whittled down, I can maybe get that down to something and maybe pick up Saga. But at the moment, probably not. You got a couple variants from Midtown, yeah. I don't do variants too often. I got to kind of keep a budget kind of thing. I I know Jarrell and Josh, you read the Realm. I know you guys read that. I think the issue's coming out this week of that actually. But when that first came out, I was always made sure to get cover A and cover B of the Realm. But after I think it was issue 7, I kind of stopped because that was just getting too much for me. I got so many books. I need to keep it on a budget. I did that for a time of Gideon Falls as well. I would try to grab cover A and B of Gideon Falls, but that kind of whittled down after a bit because, just gotta prioritize. I think for me at least, I always made sure to grab at least 2 covers of The Walking Dead. I know this kind of sounds silly, but I always tried to do that, except I wasn't able to do that for the last one. Yeah, the Realm's back this week, Jarrell. Yeah, I'm actually. What am I on? I still have to get caught up. I think I didn't read issue 13 and 4. No, I haven't read issue 14. That's the right one. I think that's it. It hasn't been out in so long that I'm kind of getting confused. But yeah, I haven't read the recent issue. Hoping to get it read. Uh, Yeah. Oh, yeah. My Walking Dead collection. Yeah. I'm hoping that, for me, I got into The Walking Dead very late, which I'm kind of bummed out about. The Walking Dead, I picked it up right when the Whisper War kicked off. I've been able to get back a couple back issues. I think I was able to get a few like of the early issues from people selling them off eBay. I think I got a couple of them for like 99 cents, which was nice at the time. But yeah, you got to grab 2 covers for your collection. Yeah, I wasn't able to get the 2 covers for the final issue of Walking Dead though, which kind of bums me out because I know I'm probably gonna end up paying an arm and a leg for a second copy probably. But I was only able to grab one because my shop had this. They didn't know that it was coming to an end until the day before, like most of us. So they only ordered, I think it was like 40 copies. So they limited one per customer, so I was only able to get 1 copy of issue 193. Same with the variant for 192. That I gotta hunt that down too. I don't know, but hopefully I can get that for cheap. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, they take a break sometimes during series. Oh yes, Donny Cates' Baby Teeth. That's coming out in August. I just was on. I forget what site it was. Looking up Aftershock books, and I happened to see if it's correct. I'm hoping it's correct because Aftershock changes their stuff almost like a guy changes their underwear. It's so annoying. They change one day it'll be coming out this week, then the next it'll be pushed back a week. Aftershock kind of bugs me in that way. But yeah, Baby Teeth apparently, from what I've heard, is coming back in August. Um, it's been on hiatus since January. I I'm lucky I still remember what happened in that final issue in January. because usually if it's been that long, I probably would forget. But yeah, I do remember it. I think it was right when the devil showed up and unmasked himself, if I remember correctly. And correct me if I'm wrong, Jarrell, but I'm pretty sure that's what was where we were last when Baby Teeth kicked off. But yeah, definitely excited for that. I'm laughing though because I saw well, apparently what's the September cover, and it's like this Christmas themed cover. I'm just laughing that they got a Christmas themed cover in October or September. I think that's when it's coming out. That's just got me. It's just like an oxymoron kind of thing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where they left off on Baby Teeth. You know, I'm surprised Baby Teeth hasn't been picked up for anything. But everything that's been being made in. Oh, I think you got to get on board with these indie books. You got to check them out because so many of them are being picked up for TV movie deals. You got Gideon Falls being made into a TV show. You got, what was it? Oblivion Song being made into a movie. You got Walking Dead. Some of my favorite titles. It's like every week another one's being optioned. One of my favorites, Skyward's being made into a TV show. If you're a fan of post-apocalyptic books, I'm gonna give you a good book to read. It actually is ending soon, but definitely check out East of West by Jonathan Hickman and art by Nick Dragotta. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Again, always suck at pronouncing name, but I think it's Nick Dragotta. He does. Oh my God, the art in East of West is beautiful. Like I have never maybe Blackbird, another Image book, could top it, but Nick Dragotta does beautiful art. But technically, I'll give you a brief summary of East of West. But it's about this book where the Civil War didn't end where it originally did, and like different nations and countries kind of rose up out of the United States. So you got the Union, the Confederacy is still a thing. Then you got like the Native Americans have their own country, and then like Texas has its own country because of course Texas always is independent for some reason. Then you got this whole African American country called the Kingdom. No relationship to the Walking Dead Kingdom. That'd be pretty funny. But you got that, and then they have the PRM, which is the People's Republic of America. It's like this. I think it's like this Asian China country. It's actually a really cool thing, and it's like it's. And then you got, but that's just the main. Those are just the things about the countries. But then you got our main character is Death, like the actual persona of Death himself, and it's he kind of broke off of the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and then like the other three, conquest, famine, and war, are trying to bring about the end of days, and they're kind of manipulating the leaders of the different countries to go to war and like do all this stuff to bring about the end times. I've read the first two volumes. Started the third one like a year ago and haven't gone back into it. Again, life gets in the way, but definitely check that book out. It's being made into a into a TV show on Amazon Prime, and Robert Kirkman's actually one of the people helping to make it into a TV show. So that's something I'm excited about. All right, let's see. Do we got anything new? No. You know, I'm excited though. Just even though we got Knockout Nation here, I know HQ reviews. If you're still here, thanks for sticking around. I wasn't expecting much here, but I'm even two people being here, it's nice to at least know you guys stuck around. Did you ever check out Kill the Minotaur? That's being made into a movie. No, I never checked that out. You know, I right when that came out was right when I got into comics, and I think that one kind of flew under my radar in a way because it came out right around the time I got into comics. So Kill the Minotaur, no, I did not. I think it's only like a 5-issue run if I'm not mistaken. So if I ever find a trade somewhere, maybe I'll check it out. But yeah, I will check it out eventually. I mean, I don't know what it really is about, so I'd have to check it out first. If it's something I'm interested in, yeah, I'll check it out. But yeah, I definitely thanks for the recommendation. I'll definitely check it out. Yeah, good mini series. Yeah, you guys. I saw you guys reviewed it on your channel. You know, I found you guys actually right around the time I contemplated starting your channel. Actually, the reason I found you guys is because I had just picked up Redneck and I had just picked up Kill or Be Killed, and I was kind of curious to see anything about it. And you guys were probably like the only people that did reviews on those things. Besides, I think it's Catherine Figures. I don't know if you've heard of her. She does a lot of pull box stuff. She did a redneck review that I stumbled upon and you guys. So that's one of the reasons I found you guys. But yeah, that I haven't read it, but it came out around the time I started my channel. Um, but yeah, that's definitely an interesting title. I'm trying to think anything new that I like. What's a good new book that I started reading? I know Man Eaters, but I know that's got a big controversy around it, so I don't want to bring that up in the chat too much. I understand why it does. I'm actually behind on that, but I do understand why it would. But with all the political stuff going on nowadays, you know, pretty much every comic, I'm not surprised, has every kind of controversy surrounding it. But, you know, don't want to get into it, so I'm not going to bring that up. But, yeah. I'm going to try to get a lot of my San Diego Comic Con. I know it's like a week wait, but I'm going to try to get that up this week as well. Anybody curious about that stuff? With all the big Phase 4 news coming out, I definitely want to do a good talk about that because we got some big stuff. I gotta say, I know I gotta laugh because you know you got the Phase 4 announcement, and it was like you got mixed reviews from that because you got a lot of people saying, "Oh, I'm so excited," but then you got the people saying, "So what was the point of that?" We knew pretty much every movie they announced, we knew was coming, but then we got more details about it. So people were saying like, "So what was the point of that?" I always laugh because it's like, well, at least we got something. I mean, we got news and we got more information. What I think, at least for me, I think coming off of Endgame, people were like expecting this huge thing to come out, and it didn't come or happen. So I think a lot of people were kind of disappointed about that and kind of were expecting some big announcement for like Secret Wars or something like that. But honestly, I'm excited for what we got and interested to see where they take the MCU in Phase 4 and post Phase 4. But we got a comment. Blade, yeah, Blade was the surprise. And Natalie Portman was the surprise as well. Yeah, Natalie Portman. I'm gonna I'm gonna say this here and now, and not to get. I'm not going into this because I'll into like the controversy surrounding female Thor. That's not anything I care about. If they want to do that, that's fine. I'll go check it out. The thing I hate about the upcoming Thor is the title, Thor: Love and Thunder. It just sounds extremely cheesy, and I hate it. I absolutely hate the name, and it's just something I just do not like and do not want to see. Well, I'm going to see it regardless, but the title just frustrates me to the no end. But yeah, Blade and Natalie Portman returning definitely was the surprise. I actually never. I probably will at this point check out the 2000s Blade movies. Those came out back when I was too young to see a movie rated that. So I never actually checked it out. With the announcement of the new Blade movie, I'll probably check it out. At least the first one. I heard mixed reviews about the second and third ones, but I'll definitely check out the first one at least. But like you said, Blade was this big surprise, and I don't know actually the actress behind him. I know people say he played Cottonmouth in Luke Cage. Personally, I never got into the Netflix MCU stuff, but so I never checked that out. But just the look of the guy when he came out on the stage, I think he's gonna make a perfect casting as Blade. I think right away he's perfect casting. He just I don't know something about it. Even though I don't know Blade that much, he just looks from what I've seen like of the art and stuff like that. He looks like he is perfect casting for the role of Blade. But definitely excited for that. Again, going back to 411 Thunder, just don't like the name. It just sounds stupid. I'm kind of hoping they change it. Like coming off of Ragnarok, you got Thor Ragnarok, this really cool name, and then you got Love and Thunder. It's like, what's going on here? That's just my initial reaction to it. I mean, with Taika Waititi returning, I feel like we're gonna have this good direction since he did Ragnarok and now is doing this. I feel like we're gonna be in a good direction, and I'm excited to see where they take Thor in this movie. Love Chris Hemsworth. I'm just excited to see where they take him in this movie. I know this is people were back and forth on this, but I did like the Fat Thor and Endgame. I know that's like a people either loved him or hated him. I thought it actually worked. I never did an Endgame review, but I did think it worked. I do want to do some more movie reviews. I saw some movies recently. I might do like a Spider-Man review if you're interested in that. Get my review on that. I don't know. I know it's late at this point, but maybe the new Men in Black movie as well. I don't know, but definitely want to try to move into maybe some movie reviews moving forward. I did one for Godzilla and Dark Phoenix, two really underrated movies that came out. I think were just squandered by the box office, and I think Dark Phoenix got its butt kicked a lot due to Endgame and just people wanting that movie to be a part of the MCU. But I thought that Dark Phoenix was at least it wasn't like, you know, Days of Future Past great, but it wasn't like shit like the Last Stand. I thought Dark Phoenix decent movie. Yeah, it could have been better. Was it not up to par with some of the other stuff? Sure, but I think it's not. It's getting a lot of hate that I don't think it really deserved, and I'm gonna buy it on a home release because I did enjoy the movie. But Godzilla was another one that I did enjoy as well. But yeah, as for some of the other Phase 4 movies I'll talk about here, I'll just give my quick thoughts and opinions. I'll get more into it in my actual breakdown. We got Black Widow. I got mixed feelings on that. Part of me is interested. Part of me is like, I don't care. I love, Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. But I don't know. I feel like Black Widow's a movie that should have come out prior to Endgame, and it coming out now is just like, yeah, it's here. I get it. We want to see, her time prior to everything that's happened. But at the same time, it's like, to me, it's like, too little, too late. So that's my thing right there. But I think something I find interesting is that for all of you who haven't kept up on the news, but Lauren Radcliffe, who plays Connie in The Walking Dead, is going to be in the Eternals movie, which leaves me wondering, is Connie going to die this season? Because a lot of fans do like her. To me, she's too early on the show to have me get an opinion on her. But I'm curious now how they're going to work around Connie in the show, especially with a lot of people thinking she's going to be the love interest for Daryl. I don't know. That's something I'm curious to see what they do there. Doctor Strange is probably the biggest one I'm excited for. I love the first Doctor Strange movie. Having it be a horror thing, not really my thing, but still gonna check it out. Shang-Chi excited for. I had zero care for Shang-Chi originally, but once they did the title and said it was gonna be the 10 Rings and the Mandarin was coming, that pushed it up pretty high on my list of excitement. Originally, I had zero care for Shang-Chi. Was still going to see it, of course, because it was a Marvel movie, but really had zero care up until the reveal of the Mandarin and the 10 Rings being added in. But, there's that. But, as for some of the TV shows, I'm excited for Hawkeye with Kate Bishop, because I think if you saw my original Phase 4 predictions, which were pretty much trash at this point, I'm kind of wasting my time on that video, but still want to get it out. But as for with Kate Bishop, I feel like they could be setting up the Young Avengers, because think about it, with Endgame, you got Cassie Lang, who could now take on Stature. You got, if they work the right angles, you got Monica Rambeau, who could play Photon. She could enter in. I heard she might even be in the WandaVision show. That's how they could introduce her as well. They could bring in Iron Lad somehow. But I do think they could be setting up the Young Avengers as well. I think that could be the new one. You're excited for Loki and the Winter Soldier. I'm excited for Winter Soldier. That for Winter Soldier and Falcon. Yeah, I'm excited for that one. I gotta just talk my parents into let me get Disney Plus.
Hopefully they get that streaming service. But yeah, I'm excited for that one. Loki, I'm gonna be honest with Loki right here. I'm iffy on that one because I feel like that could either be very good or it could be complete idiotic and stupid. And why I say that is because from what we hear is he's gonna be traveling to like different time periods following the events of Endgame. And to me, they could either do really cool stuff with that, or it could be like idiotic stuff, and it could just be a waste of time, and it could be their first fumble. I'm hoping it's not. I'm really hoping Loki turns out to be good, but I don't know. Something about it just isn't like screaming gonna be great to me. As for the other shows, was it WandaVision? I don't like the title. I think the title for that is extremely stupid, if you want my honest opinion there. I think the title for WandaVision just sounds stupid. And the What If series, I'm 50-50 on. I kind of am like meh on that one. I think it's cool to go into the different What If scenarios. And I know What If is a whole comic run. But to me, if they didn't really happen, do I really care? I get it. It's cool. You got I forget the actor who plays him right now, but the Watchman or Watcher coming in to that series, that's cool. But if it doesn't really happen and isn't really in line with the continuity, do I really care? And that's my feelings right now. I get it. People are excited for these TV shows, but honestly, though, for the WandaVision one, the only thing I care about the WandaVision one is that it's connected somehow to Doctor Strange. That's why I'm excited for that one. But we got another comment here. Well, not sure where WandaVision is in timeline. I'm thinking it's possibly after Age of Ultron sometime. This is very odd, and I'm kind of confused as to what's going on with WandaVision, especially timeline wise. Because from original reports we were getting, it was supposed to be set in 1950. Okay, now that could work with the time travel wise, but how are we getting Vision in 1950? And then we got news of the little girl Monica Rambeau being in it. So it can't be in the 50s because that girl was what, 8, 10 in the 90s of Captain Marvel? Like, what? So I'm confused on that one. I think they really need to give us some more. That might be coming at D23 in August, but that I don't know. I saw rumors today that D23 might get more into Black Panther 2 and Captain Marvel 2, which isn't surprising. I was kind of hoping for news on Guardians, which they could be just keeping secret. But other than that, I don't know what they could be talking about. D23, probably maybe Blade, but it could be a little bit too early for that. I would hope for Fantastic Four, maybe X-Men, but we're probably way too early to get any of that unless somehow Kevin Feige has been working behind the scenes on that stuff, but I don't know. But going back to what, like you said, not Jarrell. Yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do with WandaVision. That one's definitely something I'm questioning right now. But yeah, definitely excited for some of them. Some of them I'm kind of meh, and some I'm worried about, like Loki. But yeah, definitely excited for Phase 4. But I think Phase 5 is what I'm more excited for because you got Guardians 3 coming out. You got was it Black Panther probably coming out then. I know people have mixed reviews on it, but Captain Marvel did like that one. I did enjoy it. What was there one that probably is coming in Phase 5? Blade coming, so excited for that. Probably there. Probably gonna have Fantastic Four there, so definitely excited for that. I've never checked out any of the Fantastic Four movies. I might check out the early ones. Not checking out Four Stick. From what I've heard about that, don't care. Trash. Probably never gonna check it out, but definitely want to check out at least the two that came out in the early 2000s because I at least want to see what they got. But yeah, when it comes to the MCU, I'm curious to see where they take it. I know a lot of people said they're done after Endgame, but I'm sticking with it. I'm definitely sticking with it, no matter what. For me, whether it be Fear the Walking Dead, The Walking Dead, The 100, the MCU, I'm ride or die. I'm in it to the end, and they take it out back and shoot it in the head. That's how I stand on everything. And that's how I feel. But what'd you say? Silver Surfer was the best one. Yeah. Well, that's kind of disappointing news. Oh god, that's disappointing news. But like I said, I'm ride or die. Like even with where Fear the Walking Dead is right now, I'm ride or die. I'm going with it until they take it out back and kill it, pretty much. And they're not going to do it anytime soon, because I know there's always people saying merge the show, kill it off. One, they're not going to kill off Fear because even with like all their other projects combined, Fear is still the second highest grossing AMC show. So they're not going to kill it. And I highly doubt they're going to merge the shows. For number one, AMC then loses the money they make off of Fear. So that profit goes away. Therefore, they won't have a second highest grossing show. So what are they going to do there? But the second thing is that if you merge the show, a lot of your favorite characters probably are going to end up sidelined. Like, think about it. Alicia, Strand, all of them will probably end up being sidelined. Like, at least in my opinion, I feel like, because think about it, you got The Walking Dead is crowded as it is right now with the cast it has. Throw in like the 10 extra characters we got right now on Fear, it's gonna be bursting at the seams, and either the Fear cast is gonna suffer or the main cast is gonna suffer. And I'm probably gonna, if I gotta pick one, the Fear cast would probably suffer more. That's at least how I look at it. With how Fear goes right now. I knew they were gonna get a season 6. I know there was this whole thing about season 6. That was inevitable. I was more surprised 100 got a season 7 more than the fact that Fear got a season 6. um, I need to say, Nakro Nation, what do you got here? Yeah, it's completely separate. Yeah, I get what you're saying with keeping it separate. I understand what you're saying with keeping it separate. Um, but at this point, I think we're past that point where they're gonna do that. I think at this point, Fear has entered into 100% spin-off territory. Unfortunately, I know a lot of people cared about her and loved their Madison. I never gave a care for Madison. Honestly, I kind of glad she's dead. I know, Knockro Nation, I know you like Jarrell. I know you like her. I apologize. I gotta add in some, hate here. I'm not looking for a hate or an argument, but I didn't really like Madison. Honestly, I like Travis more than Madison, but they killed him off. you know, with that. But and Nick, I had back and forth things. They did good things with Nick, and then they did annoying things with Nick. So I did like him. Alicia, Alicia is the tricky one for me when it comes to Fear the Walking Dead. Cause I like her, but at the same time, I think she's a little bit overrated, and that's just my opinion. And part of my issue with Alicia comes down to the actress Alicia Debnam Carey, and the fan base surrounding her and her fan base from the 100. That's probably one of my biggest issues with the Alicia character, because that fan base and what they did with her character on the 100 just created this huge toxic field for the character and everything, that it just left a bad taste in my mouth. So it just kind of frustrated me when it came to Alicia. And I know people are still going off about, will she die this season? She's not dying. I'll tell you right now, if she dies, I'll come on here and do whatever you guys want me to do. I'll do whatever. But I do not believe Alicia's dying anytime soon. I know that was a big thing. And then now you got the big thing with Madison coming back. And I'm going to shoot down all rumors right now regarding Madison. And again, Knockro Nation, you're probably going to hate me for this one, but she ain't coming back. Madison is not coming back. I apologize if you wanted to come back, but unfortunately, the new showrunners don't want anything to do with her. That's why they killed her off, and she ain't coming back. And I know right away you're going to argue, but we didn't see her body. We don't know if she died. And I'm almost positive. I would have to look it up again, but I'm almost 100% positive that the showrunner said that they didn't want to show like a woman getting torn apart on TV, so that's why they didn't show the body. At least that's what I heard. I don't know if that's 100% true. Maybe I'd have to look up the article again, but that's at least what I heard, was that they didn't want to show a woman getting like ripped apart by zombies, which in hindsight's like, really. But there's that. I still have my fan favorites. I like John Dory. Alicia, as much as I said I hate her like actress or whatever, or some of the things of her actress annoy me. Look, again, I'm gonna clear that up. I do not hate Alicia or the actress. Just some of the things surrounding some of the stuff that goes on behind the scenes. But yeah, I like Alicia, like John Dory. Morgan, I still like. June, indifferent. Al, indifferent. Who else is there? Grace. Grace is like one of my new favorite characters. I love Grace. Who else we got? Dwight. Love Dwight on the show. Austin Emilio is great. Who else is there? I know I'm probably forgetting someone. I think the only two that I feel like I'm kind of at the point where I don't care is Luciana and Strand. And to me, at this point, I don't care about either of them. Strand and Luciana, they could die, and I honestly probably wouldn't care. That's just how I look at it. Not Nation, what I got here? Kim Dickens said she would love to come back, but she does say Madison is dead. There are little hint rumors coming in season 5B, but truly don't think she'll be back. Yeah, I don't believe she'll be back either. Yeah, I do not believe that Madison's coming back. Again, if you're looking for a great YouTuber, I'm going to give a shout out to, I love you guys, Knocker Nation. You guys are one of my favorites. But another shout out I have to give, and I know he's not here because he's got other things going on, and he doesn't even follow me on my YouTube channel. But go check out Study the Craft. If you're interested in writing or want to know why the writers do the things they do on The Walking Dead, go check out his channel. He does great breakdown videos on writing. He's even got stuff talk about what they are most likely going to do on the Rick movies. So if you're interested in writing and stuff like that, go check him out. Study the Craft TV. The guy's name is Jake. Check him out. Tell him I sent you over because I think he's great. He's awesome. He's a smaller YouTube channel and definitely deserves and needs the support because he is awesome. But going back to what I was saying is he made the analysis, or what I'm probably using the wrong word, but analogy or something like that. That think of the new showrunners taking over Fear as you going to buy a new house. Say they give you it furnished and everything new furniture and everything. You get a newly furnished house, and and you're the new owner. Think of yourself, the new owner of the house, as the new showrunners on Fear. And you go move in, but let's say you don't like the color they painted the walls. So you're going to go buy paint and paint them a different color. And that's basically what the Fear showrunners did here, is they took on the show, looked at what they liked and said, yeah, we don't like Madison, we're going to kill her off. And that's what they did. I know people don't like that. People want her back. She's not coming back. And I apologize to break it for you. She ain't coming back. And I know, and I've seen it firsthand, and have been being harassed on Twitter for it. Because I keep telling people, and they just, of course, I know. They don't believe me. They want to believe whatever. You can believe what you want. The old Fear that we got in season 3, from 1 to 3, is gone and dead. We got the new Fear season 4 and 5. While you might not like it, I actually think it's decent and not terrible. Like, I don't believe Fear the Walking Dead right now is garbage. Like, I don't know if not Nation, I don't know if you've seen it, or HQ reviews if you're still here, if you've seen it. But Z Nation was bad. That was trash. Z Nation ain't nowhere near or Fear the Walking Dead ain't nowhere near Z Nation. I quit Z Nation, I think back in the middle of season 3, where they did like some crazy shit that was like out of left field. This is not straight. This is not Z Nation. And I know people argue the beer balloon was the jumping the shark moment. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. The beer balloon, actually, if you want, and tell me if you want me to tell you and give you the explanation, because I talked to someone on Twitter, and to explain the beer balloon and everything around it, like, why they kind of did it. But to me, the jump in the shark moment for me would be Troy coming back. Because he got, not Nation, never seen Z Nation. uh, I don't know. I don't want to say don't watch it because it's bad to me, but everybody has their own taste, so you could go watch it and like it. So I'm not going to say don't watch it. I'd say check it out and do your own thing, but I didn't like it after season 2. I'm going to say this. It's Z Nation. Where am I going to say this? What am I going to say here? Zombieland is better than Z Nation. Let's put it that way. Z Nation has similar things to Zombieland, where it's like they do comedy bits, they do this but some of their fun is just slapstick. Like, it's just like dumb, and it's just like what. So yeah, I'm gonna say right now, Z Nation is worse than Fear the Walking Dead. That's just my opinion. The way I rank my shows right now, and the ones that at least I talk on my channel, is The Walking Dead is good. The Walking Dead's good. The Fear the Walking Dead is decent, and then for anybody out there who knows or watches The 100, if you're here, The 100 probably comes in last place, and it's there. That's all I'm going to say on that one. If you like post-apocalyptic stuff, definitely check it out on the first 4 seasons on Netflix. The 5th season, the first 5 seasons on Netflix. The 6th season will probably be up in like a month or whatever after season 5 ends in 2 weeks. That's my biggest fear right now with the 3rd spinoff of The Walking Dead. Is I have a big fear that this new that the new spinoff of The Walking Dead is going to be The 100 2.0 or something like that. Because it's got a lot of the same premises, and it just worries me. Because if you don't watch The 100, it's basically this. It takes place 100 years after a nuclear apocalypse takes place, and the adults send down 100 juvenile delinquents down to Earth to see if it's inhabitable again, and just a bunch of teen antics go off, and it's just all the leads are people in their early 20s playing a bunch of teenagers. And I just got that same vibe from the new Walking Dead spinoff. And I'm worried. I'm going to be honest with you, I'm worried. Granted, it's not Jason Rafenberg or his writing team working on it, and I kind of blame him and his team for why The 100 kind of sucks. But I am worried about the Walking Dead 3rd spinoff being The 100. Because, again, you got these actresses, Alexa Mansour and all of them, they're practically playing similar characters around the same age range. I'm just nervous because it just worries me. From what I've heard, just in case you're wondering, the 3rd spinoff title is rumored to be Monument. I heard that from Movie Idol earlier today, or yesterday I think it was, I forget. But apparently the working title right now, or title for the 3rd spinoff, is Monument. So if you hear me say Monument, I'm referring to the 3rd spinoff. You know what? I know all these Movie Idol said he doesn't like it. You know what? I could go for it. You know what I think when I think of Monument is what Negan said to Rick. Was that back in, I think, what was it, episode 2? But in the bridge, was that he was making a monument to the dead. So that kind of makes me like it a little bit more. However, Monument could just be the working title. Remember when Fear first came out, the working title for Fear was Cobalt, and that ended up being an episode. So for all we know, Monument could just be an episode title. Anything could happen. But I'm just worried. I'm gonna say that I'm worried that Monument's gonna end up being The Walking Dead or the 100 2.0. That's not to say it's a bad thing, but with how much people hate Fear right now, I think it could end up hurting the show and tanking the Walking Dead franchise. But I think I think with the Rick Grimes movies, Fear the Walking Dead, the main show, and then Monument coming out, I think The Walking Dead is here to stay. The Rick Grimes movies being in the theater, I'm excited for. My one concern though for the Rick Grimes movies is I have a nervous feeling that the movies might end up being a big box office flop. And I know people are gonna say, "No, it's The Walking Dead. They got The Walking Dead title attached. It's not gonna flop." But you gotta think about it from this point of view. Is that The Walking Dead isn't as big as it was like 2-3 years ago. Like if the movie came out 2-3 years ago, back when The Walking Dead was hot, it would have made money. It would have cleaned up at the box office. But now, where The Walking Dead is now, I just don't believe that it's gonna make the money that they're hoping it's gonna make. And right now, I do believe it's gonna be pushed back to 2021. I messaged you guys, Jarrell, and told you guys that today. I think it was because they made an announcement. I think the movie. I know we want it to come out next year, but I think with it being in cinemas, they're gonna push it back to 2021. I do not believe it's coming out next year. Because think about it, with it being a movie, it's probably gonna get the movie budget, hopefully at least, and then they're gonna do pre-production, production, and then post-production, which takes a good half a year at least, from what I've heard. So I'm gonna say, and they haven't even started filming, or we haven't even heard much about casting. So think about it from that perspective. We have no casting news. I think the movies aren't coming yet. So I don't think I'm nervous right now in regards, and it's not nervous in regards to like Monument. I'm just nervous that it's not coming out next year like we all predicted it would. I think at this moment right now it's going to come out in 2021. Because if you think about it from where it stands, you got to get the cast. We haven't even heard like anything, and we probably wouldn't actually. No script, no director. Well, actually, Gimple's writing the script, but so we might have heard something. But I don't know. I think we could get news at New York Comic Con. So we could get Rick Grimes movie news there. That's coming in October. So we could get news there. I do expect to hear some kind of Walking Dead news there. But I'm not sure. We could get Monument news. We could get Walking Dead, Rick Grimes movie news. But I don't know. I honestly have zero clue. I can make predictions. I can make theories all I want. But honestly, they're probably going to be 100% wrong. And that's one of the reasons why I don't do prediction videos. I know, Jarrell, you and Josh do them over at Necro Nation. But I just don't do them just due to the clear and simple fact that after the episode airs, is there really a point? Like, they have, at least to me, they have no rewatch value. So I like to make at least videos that, like, even though, like, look at my casting video for, like, the new news about Dante and Princess rumored casting. Those are still relevant up until The Walking Dead premieres in October. So people will watch them, so they're good still. But, like, if I do predictions videos that, like, for Fear the Walking Dead episode, 9, the day that episode airs, that's no one's gonna watch it because everybody knows what happens. So that's why I don't make prediction videos. I know they're big, everybody loves them, but to me, I just don't see the point of it because I want to make stuff that people are gonna watch. I want to make videos that people can come back at least for a month or so and still watch them. Necro Nation, what do you got? Great stream. You gotta go. Great stream. Have a good night. I'm actually gonna probably kick it off here, probably in a minute or two. Been on here probably almost an hour and a half, actually. Wow, did not see that. But all right, Jarrell, and actually I'm gonna head out as well. All right, guys. Jarrell. Thanks for tuning in. I look forward to your video tomorrow night or tomorrow morning. I'll definitely check it out. HQ reviews, if you're still here. I'll see you. I'll see you later. And to Macro Nation and anybody else who's here, thank you for tuning in and have a good night.